Hi guys, it's Ryan again. Here to do another video today. This is for a collectible that I've been wanting for some time, and it's to pair with this guy, and this is the secret one that you didn't know about, Rob. So yeah, here we go. So the figure it is the Enterbay 1/4 scale Joker from The Dark Knight. So yeah, got him a couple of weeks ago. Well, I bought him a couple of weeks ago. He arrived the other week. Didn't know what to think. I wanted a 1/4 scale Joker. I mean, I already had that one, the Hot Toys DX11 2.0, which I still think is the best Joker ever done to date, head sculpt wise anyway, and pretty much majority of the stuff. But I wanted a 1/4 scale one to pair up with this bad boy, so I got this guy, and I can say I'm very impressed with him. You know, I got him, like I say, it was a chance. I didn't know what I was getting with it, but you know, great figure. So yeah, so just giving it a bit of a turn around here, just showing you. But yeah, head sculpt is very well done. Enterbay have gone for a more neutral one for this one though, as to the Hot Toys that went for a more dynamic. So I mean, the one thing I've always found with Heath Ledger is in his performance he could change his face a lot. Like some scenes he looked fat faced, some he looked slim faced. He looked like a completely different person in every scene. If you go back and re-watch the film, I always found that with him. He never sort of stayed the same. So say, for example, I'll just compare just expressions. So you've got like this one here, obviously, that's very just, you know, I wouldn't say plain, but it's just, you know, just a simple one. And we come down to the Hot Toys here, and we've got the more menacing grin, and the paint is more worn off on the Hot Toys as well. Just made it look like, you know, further in, I think that's where it was going for. But obviously, if you look at the Hot Toys, the likeness on it is spot on. I know a lot of collectors have this figure and absolutely adore it. You know, one of the best figures, best Batman figures ever done. And I totally agree, this head sculpt still, for me, is pretty much one of the best ever been done. But I will say, I am very impressed with Enterbay's effort. And I don't think Enterbay really have done a lesser effort, really. I think it's just, part of me is glad they've actually gone with a different face, a different paint application on you know, on the face. I think it's a good move because it means, you know, it gives you more of an excuse to buy it, you know. I mean, if that was just the same as that, you'd be like, well, it's just a 1/4 scale version of it. But no, they've gone with a different face, so I like it very much. So the clothes, yeah, I'm quite happy with the clothes. They're very well done. It's a nice soft material on the jacket, and then you got this jacket underneath, which is more like, you know, the bank robber suit. And then you've got like the waistcoat and that, and the trousers, and then, you know, the chain, which I don't think is as accurate on this one, because I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, could be wrong, but the Hot Toys one here is gold, which I'm pretty sure is accurate. But it's a minor detail that's you're not going to notice. So yeah, you're coming down, and you got the shoes, and they're very nicely done. Again, nice weathering here, if you can see. You know, you got detail. There we go. And also the laces are like proper laces, which is nice, a nice touch again. And if I lift it up underneath, you can see it's got his socks. See that, you got that there, just pull that down. And yes, and I've got him displayed here with the exclusive Joker mask that they had, which is a nice touch, you know. Another thing that's the only one thing I really like with the jacket that's a nice touch is that there's a wire in the bottom, so you can sort of pose it and, you know, get it into whatever you want. So, you know, just, you know, give it a bit of a bend there, and you can, you know, change the way he looks, you know, and that. I like the material they've used for it. I don't like it as much as the Hot Toys for material. I mean, if just looking at it, I mean, I think it's more when it comes up to this part. It's a little baggy, and sometimes it just doesn't sit perfectly. Let's say if you look at the Hot Toys one, it sits beautifully. But it's nothing, you know, too distracting or anything. This is just me nitpicking. You know, don't get me wrong, you know, the Enterbay have done a cracking job on this figure. Another thing though, if I was to compare it to the Hot Toys, part of me says, you know, this is an older figure, but at the same time, it's not that much of an older figure, but I think with the shoes, even though these are very well done, and there's no denying that, you know, you look at them and go, awesome. The Hot Toys ones are more screen accurate, and I don't know if you can make it out, but they're real. So they're real, all stitched together. It's like basically a 1/6 scale shoe, and it's even got the real laces as well. So that's, you know, sort of the comparison you got here. But overall, the figure is a very nice piece. And yeah. When it comes to articulation, he's got obviously articulation around the ankles, as you'd expect. He can bend his knees as well. The only thing that's a bit restrictive around the legs is just this main bit here. I mean, I've tried to move it. I mean, it could have a bit of movement, but I don't do anything because I just don't want to screw it up at all, you know, and it just doesn't feel like it wants to budge. I mean, I know if it had, I know, you know, some of these ratchet joints and figures, you know, they're a little tight, but it's like the Hot Toys, that's got ratchet joints, and I know that's going to move. And it's the same also with the Enterbay Arnold quarter scale, ratchety again, but you know it's going to move. Where with this, it just has that feeling that I just don't want to touch it. The arm again, it's nicely done. You know, it's like the stitching here is nice. And it comes down, you know, it falls over like as it does in the film, like overlaps on his gloves. You know, the articulation is, you know, pretty decent. Lifts up to about there. It's nothing fantastic, but you're not going to need it for much, you know. And then his arm bends, you know, to about there. And yeah. So you got that. I mean, I've got him displayed with this at the moment. That's another problem with this figure is the hands come off pretty easy with him, and you know, I mean, he's popped back on there. That should hold for now. But yeah, they help. You know, they pop off pretty easy. But the other accessories he comes with, I mean, if we come down here and we move down, just try and get the light, so you can see here we've got the RPG with the actual missile. That's a piece that goes onto it. Then we've got the machine gun, which is nice. It's actually real metal. My only problem with this one I have is the magazine falls out easily, so I'm going to have to, if I do want to display him like that, I'm going to have to get some blue tack or something and just keep it in place. The grenades that he has in the film. This is one of the only things, well, this and the rocket launcher is basically the only two things that the Hot Toys one doesn't have. but to be honest, I can't really see myself posing it with this rocket launcher. I don't know. I can see myself possibly posing it with this, but not the rocket launcher. I don't know. But it's a nice touch. I got the cards, the knife, and obviously this is where the Glock or whatever, the pistol, I don't know which one it is. I mean, if you're a gun expert, you'll know. This is where that one goes. And then on top of that, you've got the gloves here. So you've got these ones like open, like another trigger looking one, and then fisted hands, and then fisted hands again, and then another sort of holding hand, but just without the gloves on. So that's basically it. And then underneath that, obviously, you get the base, which, you know, is nice, does the job. It's not spectacular, but like I said, it does the job pretty well. So yeah, you know, very happy with this figure. I really am happy to have him, and I think he'll pair up real nicely with the Batman quarter scale from Hot Toys, which again is one of my favourite pieces in my collection, especially my favourite quarter scale, and I know a lot of people, you know, like that figure. And you got them there side by side, and I think they look fantastic together. But yeah, it's a really nice piece. And as a Batman fan myself, you know, as everybody knows me, I'm an absolute Batman nerd. Absolutely love this. And the next step would be is if Hot Toys or somebody who obviously do, you know, the big high quality head sculpts, and that did a Jack Nicholson quarter scale, that would be nice. But I can settle for the 1/6, because the 1/6, especially the Mime Joker, which I have, is an absolutely amazing piece. That head sculpt on that is just flawless. But yeah, you know. But yeah, very well done. And if you're a fan of the Dark Knight series, and you like Heath Ledger, this is an exceptional figure to have. You know, it's just absolutely fantastic, and the presence, because of its being quarter scale, is, you know, huge. And yeah, it's just beautiful. And like I say, you pair him off next to this badass, and you'll be happy. So yeah, thought it was quite interesting as well, because you've got this one here, the mask. So it's you know, nice little touch. And then the same with the Hot Toys. The Hot Toys has it as well. The only difference with the Hot Toys is it doesn't have the strap on the back, so it's just like that. But they're both pretty much, you know, like that squidgy mask, you know, material, like rubber. So yeah, but like I say, I'm so happy to have it in my collection, you know. And I mean, there'll be a few more probably Dark Knight stuff to get, like the Hot Toys Alfred and stuff like that, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt and things like that. But for the most part, for the Dark Knight, I'm done now. I think the next step will be either getting some the new Batman v Superman stuff. I mean, I've got Keaton up here, obviously premium format, but a few Hot Toys. I think I might get the new Hot Toys Returns one, just the Batman, because the likeness on the just the Batman is spot on, but the Bruce Wayne, unfortunately, they didn't get that one, and it's a shame, because when you go, you know, you think of Hot Toys, you expect them to do well. Unfortunately, they didn't on that one, but never mind, you know. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed the video. There'll be another one to come after this, and like I say, thank you for watching, appreciate it, and I'll catch you later.